Hello, good evening, probably good afternoon still. So Prinhound Dark, Roizo, welcome to my channel. Here we are again on Puzzle Combat. All sorts of stuff has been happening to me, I guess. I recently got, yesterday in fact, I got a DD or a Day, I'm not sure, from my training camp. That was very nice. So another 5-star there, so another one for the collection. Various heroes are coming along, things continue to happen. The reason for this video today is a challenge event is out though, and I'm going to do a bit of explaining on challenge events, how to play them, how to get reasonably good scores, aims and targets, and so on and so forth. So here we have the challenge event. You'll see it appears in the special ops. And it comes up and it says High Noon. Dum dum dum. They've all got different names. High Noon in yellow, and the clue that it's the yellow challenge event is it's got yellow all around it. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean, this yellow malarkey? So you'll see here we are, the challenge event. Now, you have a high score, and you have a little yellow shield, as you can see where it says number 1. It's a little yellow shield. Play now. 2 world energy. 2 world energy. Hopefully, anybody who's played the game by now has worked out what that means. Play now, I'm pretty sure we can get the yellow flag. So what does the little yellow banner mean? Well, the little yellow banner means that the game, that the mobs, or some of the mobs, yellow mobs, will automatically reflect the colour yellow. A lot of people already have worked this out for themselves, and if you don't, you generally work it out quite quickly. So if I was, for example, to take a yellow team, I would go, this is what would happen. Bum, 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 bum. Yellow team, that's fine. See, the yellow tiles hit the green hero, green mob, that's fine. The yellow tiles, no more yellow tiles. Just do some yellow tiles to demonstrate here, and then of course there aren't any when I need them. So if we watch now, my yellow tiles are going to hit the yellow snake, and my yellow heroes are going to hit the yellow snake, and you'll see, boo, 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 boo. The snake has suffered no damage, and all my heroes are nearly dead. And then they pretty much are dead. So basically, you can't kill. Your yellows are useless, and there will always be a reflective colour. It doesn't just rebound it like the hero special skills do. It actually out and out reflects all of the damage. So you do no damage to the opponents, and all of the damage is done to you. So it is, essentially impossible to use yellow heroes, or if you do, they are going to die. You can still hit the other mobs, so they're not hopelessly useless, but certainly in all yellow team, you will not get far. As you can see, boom, she's done more damage to herself than she did to him. This move will almost nearly kill her, so she's dying off fairly quickly. She's taking a little bit longer because of special skills. And anyway, you get the idea. So don't take the colour which is shown as reflected. Now, the aim is to get as high a score as possible. The higher your score, the higher you place on the leaderboard. So the leaderboard is here. So you can see we have Dave Cozy Poo at the top of the leaderboard with 435,244, which means he scored pretty well overall. And then you can work your way down through the leaderboard and see how everybody else has done. But the higher you finish, the better reward you get. Cha-ching! So if you are first, you get all of this glorious stuff. If you're second, you get that glorious stuff. 11 to 10th, you get that pretty good stuff. 101st to 3000th, still worth having. 3001 to 50,000, getting a little bit. I mean, the world energy, there's bits, it's worth having. 50,001 or lower, you get 1 summon ticket. Now it is worth even if you're at the point you can't complete any of the stages, it's worth just trying to register a score on all of them so that you at least get the free summon ticket. Doesn't hurt, it won't take you too long. You also get the tier completion reward down there at the bottom. Cha-ching! The tier completion reward is what you get just for finishing all 10 stages. So there's 10 stages. As you can see, I've done none, but you would get the tier completion reward. So it's normally worth doing that. So you get the 3 tickets towards summoning, the world energy flask, the defibrillator, and the defibrillator, and whatever this is, life force generator, or whatever that one's called. And the loot is obviously better on the harder levels, or the more, in theory, the more challenging ones. So epic, you get better loot, and legendary, of course, you get better loot again. So the harder the difficulty, the better the loot. Although actually rare is often the hardest one to get a really good score, and it's most competitive because everybody has 3-star heroes. But that's just my opinion. Now this time round, if you win, you can see that the top finishers, it's top 1 on rare, and it's a bit easier on the others. You get an avatar. Now, the reason I'm not too worried about this event this time round is because when I go into it, you can see that I already have the avatar, because I won the event last time round. So I'm not too... I won rare, sorry, on the event last time round, so I'm not too fussed. Anyway, then we go into the actual playing. Now, it is a yellow thing. Now, I'm not going to take any yellow heroes, as I say. They can't really do very much. But let's suppose that I go with a sort of mixed colour team, and I will take... I won't take a yellow hero because, as I say, there's no point. But let's say I took 2 purples. So you'd go into it now. And we'll talk about how you score well and whatever else have you. So you can see the mobs, at least to start with, are not too horrifically tough. You can sort of get reasonable moves. If you've gone with a multicoloured team like I have, you can get you can sort of manage an okay score and beat the levels, but you won't get the tip-top scores for this. The tip-top scores are a bit harder to reach, as you'd expect with it, where it's quite competitive. Let's see, is this man are we gonna die today, sir? Are we gonna die today? That definitely sounds like a film line, but not in the accent I first used. My accent, in fact. So here we are. So you get onto the boss wave, and the boss is always one of the special heroes that you can get in the event summons. This is Calamity, doubtless presumably named after Calamity Jane. So you pelt them with things the same as you ever do, and bam, she's dead. Woo! Do, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. So once you complete a level, a few things happen. Firstly, you'll get given a score. Now, your score is based on enemies defeated. That you cannot change. The enemies defeated, that just means you've killed everyone. So if you've killed everyone, you get the enemy defeated. Time bonus. Now, the time bonus is pretty easy to understand. That's just how quickly you do it. The quicker you do it, the bigger your time bonus. So you want to be fast. Match bonus is a little bit harder to understand. It all comes down to the average number of tiles that are hitting your opponent. So more moves does not score you more points, because you get, your tile bonus doesn't go up. Sorry, your match bonus doesn't go up with every single tile that hits them. It's sort of an average of the number of tiles, which is quite a tricky one to understand. Health bonus is how much health your heroes have left at the end of the level. The more health they have, the higher the points. Lastly, you have a continue penalty. That only comes up, your score is reduced substantially if you have to use gems to continue. So your score goes down substantially if you have to use gems to continue. So if you're going for a really high score, I mean really, really high score, you can't use a continue, basically. But that said, and it's important to mention this, like I say, all of the tiers have a completion reward. If it is well worth spending 75 gems to complete the last level and get the tier completion reward. So if you've nearly finished, I would always recommend finishing them off. So like for Epic, the tier completion reward is easily worth 75, not gems, 75 gold, sorry. So that is those bonuses. So if you really want a top score, what you have to have a look at is you want to go with a team which is going to really mess up your opponent. So you want to use some of your best heroes. You might want to think about which ones you reckon are your best, who are your best 3 stars, what have you. So for this, I'm just going to go with four purples and a green, but quite often I would go with all green. Actually, no, I know the mobs are red, so I might go for a red defense down here and 4 purples. You're looking for speedy moves and moves which are going to start a big combo. Straight off the top of my head, I can't really see any, so that's a really discouraging start. a little bit. That's better. So you'll see that most of my tiles aren't doing very much damage at all, but at least the purple ones do quite a chunk. The red ones are doing some damage, but not as much because they've only got one red hero. Normally, I would, if you really want a really tip-top score, you want to go with a single colour, which is always the slightly more intense way of doing it, because it means that a lot of your tiles won't count. Boom. Now, certain heroes can work really well because your special skills can give you that extra edge in any fight. Really, you want to be looking at heroes that reduce enemy shields. So locked here is quite good. You want heroes who can do high levels of damage relatively quickly. That's quite important. So what's his name here? Grabbing the cash. He's quite good because he hits a few heroes. You want heroes with fast mana. You want heroes that maybe lower the defense against a specific color. There's lots of different heroes you want. But as you can see, I didn't actually beat my previous score there. And you can also speed things along with battle items. Now, my normal team, I tend to use quite a lot of Victorias. Now, the colours here are wrong, obviously, for this event. But because Victoria's got a very good special skill, she can get me through quite quick a lot of the time. So I might look for an all-green move. See that because it's all green, they do a ton of, the green tiles do a ton of damage. Another move, plenty of greens there. There we are. These two should wipe this wave out. Boop, boop, boop. Not quite. Oh yeah, sorry, I only pressed one of them anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Then those two there. If I wanted to, I could speed things up by throwing in like a battle item. So I'll put in a attack boost. Bum, 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 bum. Then you might go for like this. The boss is dead pretty quick. This will trigger everything, and then you go. And that's to give you an idea of how quickly you can do it. That's not the quickest I've ever done it, 52 seconds. So my time bonus will be pretty high. So you'll see my time bonus is 10,246. My match bonus is 7,348. So my match bonus wasn't as high because I didn't have as many big combos. I made lots of moves, but they weren't loads of tiles each time. Enemies defeated stays the same, 5,500. My health bonus was actually slightly lower. If you remember the first one I did, my health bonus was 4,400 because I had full health. I've lost that because some of my heroes were wounded. And that's kind of the key things. So it's often worth, just at the very end, using health kits to heal up your heroes. That's quite a good tactic. I'll just try and demonstrate that again. Let's just throw out. Let's throw in some health kits. Health kits, thank you. Oh, no, health kit, thank you. So let's say that we do this wave again. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, this is a terrible screen for the heroes that I have. That wasn't a very good move, but never mind. Lots of movement. Tiles galore. So you can see with this one, my match bonus will almost certainly be very low because on average, most of my moves have involved just one set of 3 tiles, maybe a 4 tile, but very few combos, very few sort of large numbers of tiles moving around the board. But I was just trying to demonstrate the health bonus on this one. There we go. So we're going on to the last wave. I think these guys will probably be enough actually to do the last wave. So what I will do is I might put the health bonus. So you can see, have I healed everybody who needs healing? There we are. Everybody's back to full health. All the enemies are dead. And this time you'll see that my health bonus will be higher than last time because I use those health kits at the end. So that's an easy one to score a bit more, is just chuck in some health kits. Health bonus 4,400, not a huge difference. Time bonus and match bonus really are the main ones. They are where you will generally score big. Enemies defeated and health bonuses not as important, although health bonus can be quite useful. Anyway, I hope that all helps, really. That should give you some idea. We'll just do one last run through. I will drop the health bonus for this because I will hope for an impossibly good screen just to demonstrate. But if it doesn't come up, run out of weapon space. Goodness me! So instead of explaining to you what I was about to explain, I now have to go in here, and I have to disassemble. I don't want to disassemble my trigger. I mean, disassemble them. Cha-ching, thank you. Disassemble 1 stars, thank you. Cha-ching, bong. I won't level up guns now because that's not what we're here for. And let's just try one last time. Let's just see. So you have to replay over and over again as well. That's the one thing I should say. You do have to replay repeatedly if you want to get the really, really, really high scores. There's no easy way to do it. I doubt any of the players in the top 100 do not get that score on their first run through. I would hope. If they do, then they're a better player than I am. But yeah, no, I don't believe anybody does. I'm pretty sure that all of the players who get into the really high scores do play each level over and over again, and accept that they get bad screens. Some players don't necessarily play them all the way through. They hit flee and then come back to it and whatever else have you. But either way, you need to play them a lot. That's a bit quicker, actually. That one was 43.8. That was very fast. Well, I say very fast, pretty fast. So my time bonus will be very high. There we are. That's actually boosted my score a little bit. Look, so my time bonus there was 11,203. So very fast, and that's pushed my score up a bit. And you can see there it says new high score. You always want to be looking for new high score. Because until you get to the point, like literally, you cannot improve the score any further, and that's where you, that sometimes is a judgment call where you stop. Anyway, I hope there was something helpful in there. So that's sort of a bit of a tip, and as I say, I have managed to win, at least on rare, I've managed to win one of the events, so I feel qualified to talk for once in my life. So yes, there you are, a bit of information for everyone. I hope that helps you all. Please do remember to like, share, comment and subscribe on the videos. And it just remains for me to say, may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care of yourselves. This is Farm Ben saying goodbye. Bye.